Not long ago, when we thought of theft, we imagined someone robbing a house or being mugged on the street. These crimes are far from innocuous, but the devil was visible. The problem with identity theft is that you don't realize you're in danger until it's too late. As technology advances to keep people safe, criminals evolve in tandem, becoming more skilled at data theft. While it's not pleasant, this is something you should be aware of. According to the FTC, credit card theft was the most common type of identity theft in 2020 and 2021. The FTC has received nearly 18,000 reports from individuals who claimed that their information was illegally used to gain access to their credit card accounts. Welcome to today's edition of Fraud Files, where we'll look at the case of a California man who was sentenced to prison for obtaining over 700 credit card numbers fraudulently in order to purchase $500,000 in Las Vegas. We will also talk about another Las Vegas man who pleaded guilty to aggravated identity theft, wire fraud, and money laundering. To avoid missing any details in this story, make sure to watch it all the way through. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon to be notified when new videos are posted. Let's get this party started. A California resident was sentenced by U.S. District Judge James C. Mahan to 5 years in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release for fraudulently obtaining over 700 credit card numbers and using them to purchase more than $500,000 in tickets to various Las Vegas events over a 1-year period. Carl Dwayne Jefferson, age 36, pleaded guilty in September 2021 to unauthorized access device use or trafficking and aggravated identity theft. According to court documents, Jefferson, who operated LV Show Tickets LLC, fraudulently obtained credit card numbers and used them to purchase tickets to various Las Vegas events between March 14, 2014 and March 13, 2015. He later resold the tickets on his own website, www.lvshowticket.net, as well as on Craigslist. Jefferson used over 700 different credit card accounts to fraudulently purchase over $500,000 in event tickets. On September 4, 2014, officers from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department executed a search warrant for 2 rooms reserved in Jefferson's name. A laptop, cell phones, a credit card embossing machine, forged debit cards, and business cards were all seized by officers. The FBI and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department investigated this case. The case was prosecuted by Assistant United States Attorney Jim Thang. In a similar story, a tax preparer in Las Vegas had pleaded guilty to identity theft and money laundering charges. He previously pled guilty to submitting false tax returns on behalf of his clients and impersonating an FBI agent. King Isaac Umarin, 41, of Las Vegas, pleaded guilty to aggravated identity theft, wire fraud, and money laundering. On March 28, he pleaded guilty to a separate indictment, charging him with filing false tax returns for clients with the IRS, aggravated identity theft, wire fraud, and impersonating an FBI agent. King Isaac Umarin owned and operated Universal Tax Services, a tax preparation business, according to court records. From 2012 to 2016, Umarin prepared and filed with the IRS tax returns for clients that included fictitious businesses and false deductions in order to generate larger refunds than the clients were entitled to. Umarin used the names and IRS prepared tax identification numbers of other UTS employees without their knowledge or consent at times, giving the impression that they, not he, prepared the false returns. Umarin posed as an FBI agent, wearing a fake badge and tactical gear, and drove to a client's house with police lights attached to his vehicle to demand payment on February 7, 2016. Umarin attempted to sell UTS in May 2016. He provided fraudulent documents, including forged bank statements, fabricated return preparation fee reports, false personal tax returns, and other tax forms that had never actually been filed with the IRS, as well as the stolen tax and personal identifying information of approximately 12,000 taxpayers who were not UTS clients, to induce potential buyers to purchase the company at an inflated price. Umarin eventually succeeded in convincing a victim to buy UTS and received more than $3.8 million in the sale. Umarin used the proceeds from the sale to buy land in Henderson, Nevada, as well as an automobile. Umarin will be sentenced on all charges on November 2, 2022. He faces a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison for each count of assisting others in filing a false tax return, 3 years for impersonating a federal agent, 10 years for each money laundering count, 20 years for each wire fraud count, and a mandatory minimum sentence of at least 2 years for the aggravated identity theft counts. A federal district court judge will impose a sentence based on the United States sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. The announcement was made by Acting Deputy Assistant Attorney General Stuart M. Goldberg of the Justice Department's Tax Division and U.S. Attorney Jason M. Frierson for the District of Nevada. The case is being investigated by the IRS Criminal Investigation, the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration, and the FBI. The case is also being prosecuted by Tax Division trial attorneys Sarah A. Keolis and Patrick Burns. And so we come to the end of today's Fraud Files episode about Carl Dwayne Jefferson, a California man who was sentenced to prison for obtaining over 700 credit card numbers fraudulently in order to purchase $500,000 in Las Vegas, and a Las Vegas man, King Isaac Umarin, who pleaded guilty to aggravated identity theft, wire fraud, and money laundering. Remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We hope you enjoyed watching the video. If so, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. By clicking the bell icon, you can stay tuned to our channel for more amazing videos like this one. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this event and in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next Fraud Files. Until then, continue to be a law-abiding citizen.